Hey guys, Joshua here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Aorus 15. The Aorus 15 by, well, Aorus is a 15-inch gaming laptop with RTX graphics. And first up, the design. The entire laptop is black with the Aorus logo and these two strips on the back that light up when the laptop is on, and the air vents on the laptop, which personally to me just gives it a very aggressive gamer feeling to the laptop. Dimensions of the laptop come in at 361mm in width, 246mm in depth, and 24.4mm in height, with the entire laptop weighing in at 2.4 kilograms. The hinge is in the middle, and I actually thought it would be a lot more wobbly because most laptops I've seen have the hinges on both sides for stability, but the hinge is actually very sturdy and there was no wobble when I was using the laptop. The display is a Full HD display at 1920 by 1080, so it's IPS anti-glare LCD and it runs at 144Hz, so definitely a laptop that is targeted at gamers. Colors on display are vibrant and also true to life, so you can be sure that you're getting very nice and accurate colors when using the Aorus 15. For ports, on one side you're getting two USB-A ports and an audio combo jack, the other side has your LAN port, another USB Type-A port and a mini SD card reader, while on the back of the laptop you'll be getting your power in, HDMI port, mini display port and also a USB-C port, so definitely plenty of connectivity options. The keyboard was surprisingly easy to get used to, took me less than an hour to literally type quite fast. I think it's just spaced very nicely, and as you hear in the typing test, pretty much silent so long as you don't keep slamming your fingers into the keys when typing. Through the Aorus Control Center, you'll be able to control the keyboard lighting, and the keyboard actually only comes in 3 zones, so it's not per key RGB. So there's Zone A, which is all the red buttons now, Zone B for all the green ones, and Zone C, which is all the blue and mostly your numeric pad. So from here, you can actually change a few animations. So there's blinking mode, brief mode, heartbeat, and also just turn on a random mode. Let me just go back onto full mode. Here you can control the keyboard brightness, so you can just turn it off or all the way up, change the different colors. So very easy to click on. And you'll notice that on the bottom here, there are actually 2 lights, and these are the ambient LEDs, and you can choose to turn them off or also just change the colors very easily. So you just click on it and you get a choice of actually only 3 colors, so red, green or blue, that kind of stuff. Keyboard LED, a quick off switch is just here also, so you just turn it off, and yeah, that's your keyboard controls.
Don't just feel it in my heart, no, I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my bones.
For Nahimic, you can access the internal speakers through this. So for one, there's surround sound, so you can turn it on and it makes the sound come from all around you for better immersion, which through the speakers, I've realized that these work a lot better when you're in a quiet environment. So here you have voices and you can make them far away or present, so you can change stuff from the dialogues, choirs, chat, etc., stuff like that. Bass, well, bass just does what it does. It makes it either a lot punchier or a lot lighter. Treble, so you can make it faded or clearer. For the volume stabilizer, it just makes it so that your volume is never inaudible or too loud, and if you turn on the night mode, it won't disturb people around you at night, or you could turn on the night mode when you're in an office, though I don't think you should be gaming while you're in the office. Anyways, moving on. So in movie, you can change everything again for communication and for gaming, so you can change all of these settings to each of your preferred ones and you can just swap to them whenever you like. For the microphone, there's stuff like static noise suppression, you have lateral sound cancellation, which basically means it records only the sound coming from the front of your microphone, echo cancellation, so if you're using speakers while playing and you want to record some audio, it will automatically cancel out the echo, and voice stabilizer again to lower the volume variations of your voice. Now for the sound tracker, let's get into a game. So the compatible games with this, there's a whole list of them, so you can just go click on it, but the one I'm choosing is Overwatch. I've turned on the dynamic sound tracker. Overwatch has also been launched, and I'm in the practice range so that you can see the sound tracker is here. So it's this little radar thing that whenever shots are fired, you can see this little blue triangular things pop up. So there's 2 bots over here firing and another bot here. So I'm just gonna stand like this so that they are all on my left. And as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job of detecting where, but at times it does mess up because you see it goes to the right, and actually on my right there's actually literally nothing. There's no one firing, there's nothing that's going on, but I think it's been detecting these recoil shots that are hitting here. So that's one of the reasons that you would just want to use this as a frame of reference and not exactly to really pinpoint where your enemy is. Also, in competitive gaming, I'm not sure whether this would actually be considered cheating in a sense.
Moving on to the internals, the Aorus 15 I have here has an i7-8750H CPU, RTX 2070 GPU, 16GB of RAM, and a 512GB M.2 SSD with a 2TB HDD.
In Cinebench R15, you're getting an OpenGL score of 102.54 FPS, and the CPU has a score of 1009 CB. In PCMark 10, you're getting an overall score of 5634, with the Essentials scoring 8550, Productivity at 7217, and Digital Content Creation at 7865. In 3D Mark Time Spy, you're getting an overall score of 6979, with a graphics score of 7228, and a CPU score of 5840. In 3D Mark Time Spy Extreme, so this is the test for 4K gaming, so it's a synthetic gaming test. The overall score is 3184 with a graphics score of 3368 and a CPU score of 2432. So yeah, the score is actually very reasonable. You must remember this is running an RTX 2070. In Port Royal, which is the real-time ray tracing benchmark from 3D Mark, you'll be getting a score of 3935. For the NVIDIA DLSS feature test, it's basically a test where it runs Port Royal with DLSS off and another test with DLSS on, so you can see how the FPS works. So with DLSS off in this is in the 1920 by 1080p test, you get about 29.56 FPS, and with DLSS on, you're getting 42.37 FPS. So it definitely manages to up the FPS by a bit. So let's go on to the 4K one and see whether that makes any difference. So this one I ran in 4K, unlike the previous one. So with DLSS off, you're getting about 8.47 FPS. With DLSS on, you'll be getting about 16.29 FPS, so almost doubled the FPS. In PUBG, with everything on Ultra, you'll notice that your FPS is above 100, so you only be getting about 80 or 90 whenever there's stuff rendering in the background, but generally you'll be able to maintain easily above 100 FPS. So yeah, for gaming, this is perfect. In Rise of the Tomb Raider benchmark, for Mountain Peak, you're getting 123.55 FPS, Syria 56.03 FPS, and Geothermal Valley at 86.77 FPS, so your overall score is 90.68 FPS, which is actually pretty good. Running Prime 95 for about half an hour, you'll notice that the temperatures are maintaining between 77 degrees Celsius, and at the max I've seen it go up to about 79 degrees Celsius. So yeah, the temperatures for this are definitely very good, and the fan noise is also really not that loud because this is on normal mode currently. With the Final Fantasy 15 benchmark running for about half an hour, you're going to notice that the GPU temps are up to 86 degrees Celsius when the load is on close to 100%, and the CPU temps are at 92 degrees Celsius when the load goes up also. And temperatures are actually not the best on this, but generally you won't be going to this high temps unless you're doing a lot of graphic design, rendering and stuff like that. For normal gaming, and only the AAA titles go to this type of temperature, so if you're just playing games like PUBG or Fortnite, it won't go this high. And actually when you go this high, the fan, I'm not sure that you can hear it, but the fan noise is actually pretty loud.
For cooling purposes, the Aorus 15 uses dual fans located on the bottom to push hot air out through 6 heat pipes, and they've even included 9 vents which expel all the really hot air, and I do not recommend having your hand anywhere near the vents. Anyway, these fans do get really loud, especially when the fans ramp up to max speed. It actually sounds like a jet engine when I'm in a very quiet environment. Noise cancellation headphones are definitely recommended if you want to keep this laptop as cool as possible by ramping the fan speeds to max. Let me just let you have a listen to the fans when they are going on to max. The thing about this is that it actually keeps where your hands rest when gaming really very cool, so long hours of gaming on this is super comfortable, especially where you rest your palms when hitting your WASD or QWER keys. When the fan speed is on max, there's literally no discomfort at all. Battery life on this is actually not great. Gaming, I only managed to get about 2 hours out of this, and even general productivity, you only get about 2.5 hours at the max, so you always have to carry the rather bulky adapter around if you plan on using this on the go. Pricing on this particular unit comes in at 3,399 SGD, and it is priced at this point because they actually decided to not cut costs, and literally every component that Aorus has put in here is branded. So it's like under Intel, Samsung for the drives, and RAM with 144Hz display being from LG, Killer Wireless, Nahimic Sound. So seriously, all of these are top-end components, and this is reflected in the price. The thing about having all Intel is that they actually managed to implement this software called Microsoft Azure AI, and ideally it is supposed to see which app you're using and then divert more power to either the CPU or GPU depending on that. Unfortunately for now, when having it on, I found the gains to be not like super worth for the CPU. Like in Cinebench, you're going from 1009 to 1037 CB. It's more obvious in 3D Mark, where when the AI is on, the score went from 6979 to 7408. But whenever the AI is on, any slight load on the CPU or GPU and the fans kick in at max speeds, even if the temps are only hovering at around say 70 degrees Celsius. So this is definitely going to require quite some tweaking to make it really useful. Overall, this is a premium laptop made by Aorus, and I've actually owned the previous version, which is the X5 V6 with 1070 GPU in it, and if that laptop is anything to go by, this should last you for a very nice long time. Personally, I think this is supposed to be a desktop replacement, which you can carry around if needed when you're going to game at a friend's place or at a LAN party. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on the laptop in the comments below, like and subscribe for more tech and gaming content, and hit the notification bell to get notified when new videos come up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!